At least I'm smiling.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Faith Mabasa and thank you so much for clicking on this video.
Yep.
Today I have a very special guest
Am I
who's...
am I a special guest? I'm not part of the furniture.
Well,
Oh,
can you
okay.
please allow me?
Give me my flowers while I'm still
You
alive.
know? So yeah, I'm so excited. Today we have the one and only Mr.
Drum roll.
Romantic Romeo Mabasa, and geez, it's so difficult to
do it.
get to do a sit down with you because you're so busy.
I'm not busy. Hey, what do you
No,
mean?
with work. I mean, like
Oh.
you travel a lot, but
I
we
thought you were
think...
telling your subscribers what you mean. I'm never home. You are
No,
always
no.
alone. Okay. So we are
No
clear.
ways.
I'm always home.
No ways.
Okay.
So yeah, thank you so much for making time today, and
Yeah.
I'm really grateful that we were able to do a sit down and record this video.
Yes.
To my family there, as you can tell by the title of this video, I will maybe just give it to you first to introduce the topic, and then we'll both dive into it.
Okay. So I think we as a couple, I mean, as you can see, I'm wearing our t-shirt. We've written a 500-page book called The Ultimate Relationship Conversation Starter, the Reference Guide. It's 500 pages because we want you as a couple like us, if you are going to spend time to grow organically as a couple, it's important that you remove any form of distraction, remove technology, and just take the book and really open from anywhere and start talking. And we would like to believe that the book has the ability to improve the quality time that you guys need to have. So I wanted us to talk about creating memories for each other, and being deliberate, because life as it happens, I need to ask myself, am I creating memories for you? And you see that when I'm not home, it's like, hey, I miss that guy. I was like, oh, thank God he's gone, now I can breathe. So it's important for us. It's really that, the reflection is, as we've been together over the years, when you assess, do you have good memories of each other so far? Or is it, it's still early days, maybe things will improve, we'll see how it goes. But you find that the more you actually reflect on the memories that you already have together, it's a bittersweet moment. You don't know whether to be happy or to be sad, but you're sad, but you don't want to look funny, so you pretend to be happy.
Yeah.
And it's so important to be intentional about building good memories for each other.
Yeah. And yeah, I know this. We actually spoke about this about a week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I actually wanted to bring it to the viewers here on the channel, on the YouTube channel. So my husband is on TikTok. So he does most of these little segments,
3-minute segments.
3-minute segments, on his TikTok account.
Can I steal a moment? My TikTok is Romeo.anyani. Anyani, Hanyani.
Okay.
Thank you.
You
Hello, Mom.
And I'm gonna bill you
I'm
for
on
this.
TV.
I'm gonna bill you for this.
Yes.
This is not a free advertising.
Okay, I apologize.
Channel.
I apologize, but I know it's gonna fly. But I did apologize.
So yeah, that's why I actually, after our conversation, and I was like, I'd really want us to engage and have this chat on this channel, like a bit longer than the 3 minutes, so that just to share with our YouTube family out there. So it is, like you just mentioned now, to say, are we building good memories for each other? It's one thing to say, as a couple, we're building memories together. Like let's say we celebrate your birthday, or we celebrate an achievement, or we go away to spend time. That is creating memories for us as a couple.
But is it something that you're both aligned on?
Yeah.
And I say this because you find that my love language is buying you gifts. And in my head, I'm contributing to memories, or I'm contributing to a good relationship. In your head, it's like, he's my man, he's supposed to do
that, yeah.
And for you, it's not a memory.
Yeah. But remember, like we always say, it's best for couples, or whether in marriage or in a relationship, to talk, unlike you buying me gifts and thinking, oh, okay, this is my love language, I hope she gets it, but how am I gonna get it, or the intention behind the act? I'm not gonna get it if you don't communicate it with me, because that's when it comes to a point where I might be sitting there and thinking, oh yes, he's my man, he has to do it, and you find that even the reception, how I receive the gift, it will be something to you, it might be discouraging to say, how long fast unjan, I'm doing this, I'm making efforts, I'm going out of my way to make it special for her, but that was not communicated, so I might receive it. But anyway, yeah, continue.
Yeah, look, I think sometimes the gesture, there's beautiful gestures where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna buy you flowers.
Yeah.
But the gesture is attached to a memory, or it's attached to an appreciation.
Yeah.
And that's why, when I buy you a gift, if I buy you 10 gifts, I'll explain each and every one of them, so that you have an idea what my thinking was
When you picked
you understand, because that's where building memories is. But also, I just want to bring your attention to, there's a topic that I like to talk about as well, is loving with structure.
Yeah.
Because sometimes just loving lotusly, you love, and general, everything goes, it never works. So now that we're talking about areas where you need to build memories, you have to sit down as a couple and agree and saying, let's assess where we are building memories, and where we are happy with the memories we build, versus areas where I or you feel, or we both feel, we need to work on.
Okay.
And that's why, remember, we have the relationship framework.
Yes.
And the relationship framework in page 28 of the book, it gives you a structure. And let's say, for example, one of the ideas to say, as an individual, which is one of the pillars of the framework, as an individual, do you feel my behavior, the way I treat you, am I building memories for you?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then we move to spirituality.
Can I touch on spirituality?
Okay.
And share, probably this is, but I think I shared this a little bit with you last week. So on spirituality, for instance, what we do mostly, you and I, is, so Habi and I, we love music. So he'll put on like gospel music, worship music. So he'll put on a song, and we could just be sitting, and we both then start singing along, and that for me is a memory. And I see it when you've traveled, because some evenings I'll be like, oh, I wish Olaf was here, and then I would then play the song alone, even if you're not here. But it takes me back to I think we did it last night, like you were playing the songs, even though like I was just like falling asleep, but such moments, it takes me back to that, even though you're not home. It's such a beautiful memory to say, oh, I wish Romeo was here. And sometimes I could even pick up, how you've got your technical ear when it comes to music, and I'd be like, oh, Romeo would pick this one up, and I would pick the tenor, how you would actually sing like a certain song. So that has always like built, and so it also, it is a memory, but also it brings beautiful emotions as well. So it's not just a memory, but it has emotions also, behind it.
No, I connect exactly with what you're talking about, because when we become intentional about and conscious about building memories for each other, it's really my wish that when I'm not home, then your mind remembers me. And when your mind remembers me, then actions follow. Either you call, or you send a message, or you see. That's the whole point. But now let's kind of like talk about someone who, let's say you are watching this video and you think, man, my partner, since we've been together, they've actually created so many bad memories. They've broken so many promises. They never, like, my partner is not a man or a woman of their word, and to a point where when they say we are going to do this, that it's not going to happen. The day they come with the car and say, I'm ready, let's go. You are not packed in case. Because,
it's not going to happen.
And what we don't realize is that with that, it's a memory. Because, and watch how, when a lot of relationships end, one of us is happier. It's like, finally I'm off the clutches. So what I'm saying is, be intentional and remember that your behavior, You are either building a good or a
Or
bad
bad.
memory. Now, let me give you a quick summary of the relationship framework, because you see, you picked up on the spirituality.
Spirituality, yes.
It's easy to discuss these things because we have a running order. And some people think we are crazy to say, "Hey, what a running order." No, just love. We have conditions, not conditions. But when you have a ground to start from, it's easier to walk forward.
Yes.
Right? So we spoke about individual. As a partner, as an individual, your behavior, your character, is it, building good memories for your partner? You picked up on the spirituality. What are some of the good memories that we have, or, regarding our spiritual life? The third one is physically. What are those things that we do together that really makes you feel, wow, when my partner is around, and you find yourself smiling when they are not there, or you are frowning, it's like, hey, hambile, siyodlala ikati manje, ikati liphumbile, amagundwane kumnandi. And then we can pick up on sexuality, to saying, are we sexually building memories, or in some cases, some of our best memories are out there. Even though you are with your current partner, or even though you are married to your current partner, but you know that the best sex you've ever had was with someone out there. Now that is a deadly trap, because
Not
the
even
more
just
you
like your
fight,
best, like your best one.
yeah,
Your best memories are still out there.
yes, yeah, that's very true. And you find that now your partner, you guys are not connecting sexually because you are not intentional about, creating beautiful memories sexually. And that is a trap that you need to close. Both of you, as individuals, you need to sort this out. And please don't leave it to chance. Be intentional about sorting it out. Then we can go on about finances. We can go on about your social life. Where you travel overseas, or you go, short left, and you build such beautiful memories. You put on music, you dance, you do amazing things together. And you know how people will post those videos and say, oh, take me back. And while other people are like, hey, when are we going home? On day 2, and you still have 6 days to go. It's like, yeah, I want to go home. Hey, my partner is boring. Talk about these things. Don't be afraid. Yeah.
I don't know, just want to share more, or should we go?
Yeah, well, I think also it's important for us to personalize, because, as we talk to people out there, how do I know that I'm building memories for you? And looking at the framework, you definitely, I know you would definitely be strong on the spiritual side. The prayers, the fellowshipping, the working in the house of the Lord, and all that. But what specifically, if I put you on the spot, what specifically stands out for how and what I do to build memories for you? Because it is, I'm not afraid to confront my weaknesses in order for me to be strong for you.
And I think another thing that you do so well, and I appreciate so much about you, is you are not scared to voice out your feelings. Of which that also, like, it kind of like is a memory in a way, because I get to learn the things that you like, or I get to learn what you prefer. And that on its own, it becomes a memory. And for you to voice it out, and not me having to figure it out, to say, okay, maybe baby thanda kanje, or maybe he prefers me, if I inform him on time to say, okay, this is what I'd like us to do. So that you teaching me how you prefer us doing things. And I like it because it's not that you force it on me. We discuss it, or you even, so you kind of like bring it on the table, and we discuss to say, oh, okay, it's something we can do, or no, it's something that I cannot do. And I remember, I think the other time we were talking, I can't remember, okay, maybe let me not share that one, but and I said to you, you no, but this is not how Faith would actually do it. Yes, it works for you, but it doesn't work for me. And we were like, oh, okay, no, it's fine. And it was peace. And from that time, going forward, it's like, we know, okay. So there are instances where we would come together and say, okay, maybe let's do this like this, and then we agree. It's never a point that something that is forced down upon me to say, okay, Romeo wants things to be done this way. But it's more of, this is how Romeo thinks, this is how Romeo does things, and you teach me, and I grasp that, and to me then it sticks like a memory, and it's a beautiful, it becomes a beautiful one, because it's like, oh, okay, he taught me how he wants things to be done, and this is how it makes him feel. And because I'm intentional about us building our marriage or building our relationship, and then and it's easy, and then it gets stuck to my head. And I also like, because we talk a lot, you and I. We also spoke about as time goes on, things change, and that what we need to communicate, that if there's a change, okay, this is how you want things to be done, or this is how Faith likes it, or like I'm big on flowers, and if there's a change, then I need to cut back and voice it to you.
Yes.
Yeah. So
yeah, no, I think it's important, and it's not only about what Romeo wants.
Yes.
But also taking the opportunity to say, I don't want my partner to scramble trying to figure me out when I have the opportunity to say, let me tell you how I see things. Let me tell you how I think. You're talking about the two-dimensional mindset where I don't, I'm not happy because things are just going my way. I'm happy because, I get you, you get me, and we agree on the way forward. Because we carry two different viewpoints. And that's what makes relationship exciting, to saying we are able to live with our differences, and nobody's going to kill another to say, your differences are too much, I'm tired, so but what we find is that relationship is not difficult. The relationship becomes difficult the moment we assume, we stop talking, and we start attacking each other. We don't see each other as a team. Yeah, and I'm sitting there with expectations to say, but she's a woman, she's supposed to know this. Versus, wait a minute, what if I also contribute by teaching and then learning, and then by doing both, we are able to create a balance to help us move forward. Yes.
Well, thank you so much. And
thank you.
I know there's more to share on that, but we'll make more time.
And they must buy the book. The book is available. It's 350 and 530 pages of couples conversation, and you get some of these things that we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for gracing us and with your presence in this channel, and I look forward to more conversations and sit downs with you. And to my family, I hope you enjoyed this chat. I promise we'll make more time to do more sit downs and chats on relationship, on marriage, and from the Mabasas to you, with love.
Yep.
There it is.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Cheers, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.